In the wild, belief does not matter. Love does not matter. And intention means nothing. In October of 2003, deep inside the Alaskan wilderness, a man who believed he had become part of nature was violently reminded. Nature does not recognize friendship. This is not a story about bravery. It's not a story about passion. This is a story about instinct, and the moment it overrides everything else. Before we continue, if you're watching this from anywhere in the world, take a second to like this video. It helps real wildlife stories reach people who need to hear them. Now, let's go back to the beginning. Who was Timothy Treadwell? Timothy Treadwell was not a scientist. He was not a park ranger. He had no formal training in wildlife biology. But for 13 summers, he lived among one of the most dangerous predators on Earth, grizzly bears. Every year, Timothy traveled to Katmai National Park, Alaska, a place so remote that help is often days away. He slept in tents. He walked unarmed. He spoke to bears as if they were people. He gave them names. He touched them. He trusted them. Timothy believed something radical, that he had crossed an invisible line, from human to accepted member of the wild. He called himself their protector, their guardian, and for years, nothing happened. That success was dangerous because survival without consequence creates confidence without caution. A fatal mistake. Every experienced Alaskan knows one rule. You leave bear country before October. Why? Because October is when food disappears. Salmon runs end, berries rot, fat reserves drop, and hungry bears become unpredictable. But in 2003, Timothy stayed late, very late. With him was his girlfriend, Amy Huguenard. She was less experienced, more cautious, but she trusted Timothy. They camped in an area locals avoided, an area with older, displaced male bears. These bears are not playful. They are not tolerant. They are desperate. If you're finding this story intense so far, comment "Still watching" below. It tells us to keep making these documentaries. The night. Everything ended on the night of October 5th, 2003. Something went wrong. Very wrong. At their campsite, a bear approached. Not curious, not defensive, predatory. Timothy had a video camera running, the lens cap was on, but the audio was recording. What followed lasted several minutes. The bear attacked Timothy first. Amy screamed. Timothy fought. There was no weapon, no escape. When the bear returned for Amy, Timothy was already gone. The audio was later reviewed by authorities. It has never been released. Those who heard it described it as unbearable, and they were advised never to listen again. If this story is making you think differently about wildlife, subscribe now. This channel tells the stories most people never hear. What the evidence revealed. When rangers arrived days later, the campsite was destroyed. Human remains were found inside the bear. This was not a defensive attack. This was predation. Experts identified the bear as an older male, underweight, struggling to survive before winter to this bear. Timothy was not a protector. He was food. 2 bears were later killed. 1 was confirmed responsible. The dangerous illusion. Timothy Treadwell believed love could override instinct. Science says otherwise. Grizzly bears do not form emotional bonds with humans. They tolerate until they don't. Every warning Timothy ignored was written in blood before him. Nature is not cruel. Nature is honest. It does not hate you. It does not love you. It responds. If you're still watching, type "respect nature" in the comments. Let's see how many understand this lesson. The real lesson. Timothy Treadwell did not die because he hated bears. He died because he misunderstood them. The wild does not need our protection through closeness. It needs our protection through distance, because once you cross the line between observer and participant, nature stops forgiving, and it never explains why. Outro CTA. If you value real wildlife stories, not fantasy, not movies, but truth. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who believes wild animals are harmless, because the wild is beautiful, but it is never safe.